Internal trade. We have departmental stores are done. Multiple shops. Multiple shops, or these are also called chain stores. What are these called? चेन स्टोर्स. ये मल्टीपल शॉप्स और चेन स्टोर्स किसके नीचे आता है? फिक्स्ड लार्ज स्केल रिटेल ट्रेड. याद आया? रिटेल ट्रेड कितने तरह के हैं? पहला आइटिनरेंट, दूसरा फिक्स्ड. आइटिनरेंट में कौन से आते हैं? हॉकर्स एंड ट्रेडर्स, चीप जैक्स,
स्ट्रीट ट्रेडर्स, पीरियोडिक मार्केट
एंड अच्छा, फिर फिक्स शॉप्स में क्या क्या आता है? स्मॉल एंड लार्ज. स्मॉल में क्या क्या आएगा? जनरल स्टोर्स, सेकंड हैंड स्टोर्स एंड स्पेशलिटी स्टोर्स. अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? मल्टीपल शॉप्स या फिर चेन स्टोर्स. मल्टीपल शॉप्स या चेन स्टोर्स मतलब एक जैसे दिखने वाले और एक नाम के, एक जैसे दिखने वाले और एक नाम के काफी सारे स्टोर्स. एक जैसे दिखने वाले या एक नाम के काफी सारे स्टोर्स, उनको कहा जाता है मल्टीपल शॉप्स या चेन स्टोर्स. समझ में आया? बिल्कुल समझ में आया. जैसे कि सबवे हुआ, सबवे इज अ चेन. सबवे इज अ, सी डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन फ्रेंचाइजी और चेन का मतलब क्या होता है? एक जैसे दिखने वाले या एक नाम के काफी सारे स्टोर्स जब आप खोल देते हो तो उसको क्या कहा जाता है? चेन स्टोर्स. उसको क्या कहा जाता है? चेन स्टोर्स. So basically chain stores are opened by whom? MNCs are opened by MNCs, corporates in different locations. What kind of goods do they sell? Goods and services. They basically sell global products. They will basically sell global products. They will basically sell global products which can be accepted in different nations. As for example, Subway. Subway is a kind of a product which basically can be eaten by all the nationalities. I mean, it is not a product or it is not a food which will be rejected by any country. For that matter, children, say for example pork or salami or probably snakes. My objective of giving you this example is not to create a humor in the class, but just trying and explaining you when I say global products, what does it mean? Right? I'm just trying to explain you that. So just try to give me an environment where I can help you to understand better. So now say for example, few names which I just said. These kind of foods are very well accepted in Japan, Korea. I mean, I'm talking about the East Asian countries. I'm talking about the East Asian countries. These foods are very well accepted. But if you come to the South Asian or probably if you come to the West Asian countries, these foods are not accepted. Say for example, here, there are some kind of foods which are very popular in Japan, China, Thailand, etc. But can they sell that as a global product, Ishan?
No.
Can they have chains of that product? No, because it will not be accepted. So can any product which is doing nationally very well can become a chain? So for any product, no. Are you getting me? Why? Because for anything to become a chain, now say for example South Indian food. South Indian food cannot become a global chain. It can probably become a national chain. Say for example Sankalp restaurant. 22 Parallels. They are chains of hotels, right? But they are national chains. They are national chains. But Raju Omelette, one is in US, one is in Dubai, and then because eggs have got, yeah. Raju Omelette ની દુબઈમાં એક ફ્રેન્ચાઇઝી છે, એની એક ફ્રેન્ચાઇઝી US માં છે, અને અત્યારે અહીંયા આગળ આપણા વડોદરાની અંદર જ 4-5 જગ્યા પર Raju Omelette is giving his franchisee also, right? So that's a chain, but it's a small chain. It's a small chain. So for any product to be sold in a chain store, it has to have a global acceptance. it has to have a global, it has to be accepted in different nations. I'm not saying all the nations. I'm not saying all the nations, but if you want to become a chain, then definitely in few countries it has to be accepted. In few countries it has to be accepted. Are you getting me? So there are two types of chains, children. You will come across national chains and global chains. National chain, 22 barrel is a national chain. You're getting me, children. Then Mirch Masala is a national chain. It is a national chain. Now when I talk about chain stores, children, chain stores can be hotels, it can be the regular stores also. It can be, say for example, a dollar store. पहले आता था ना 39.99 करके एक स्टोर आता था. ये एक बहुत बड़ा ग्लोबल चेन है. Whatever products that are sold in that store have global demand. It has a global demand. It has a global acceptance. So, children, when I talk about these kind of shops, multiple shops or chain shops, they operate in more than one country. Operate in more than one country. All management related decisions are taken by the headquarters. मतलब ये जो भी चेन स्टोर होंगी ना, भले पूरे वर्ल्ड में ऑपरेट करें, उनका एक हेडक्वार्टर्स होता है जहाँ से वो इमर्ज हुआ है. जैसे डोमिनोज का हेडक्वार्टर्स कौन सा है? यूएस. फिर वो बर्गर किंग यूएस, पिज्जा हट यूएस. ओके, सो एग्जांपल समझ में आ रहे हैं. इनका जनरली जो भी मैनेजमेंट होता है या इनका जो भी मार्केटिंग होता है या फिर इनका जो भी डेवलपमेंट ऑफ रेसिपी होता है, ये सब कुछ हेडक्वार्टर से ही आगे स्प्रेड होता है. जनरली ऑल द स्टोर्स दे हैव सेम इंटीरियर and same policies. They operate at very large scale and exercise economies of scale in operations. मतलब ये लोग हमेशा बल्क बाइंग बहुत ज्यादा करते हैं. हेडक्वार्टर्स जो होता है, उनकी सेंट्रल ऑफिस होती है, वो हमेशा बल्क बाइंग करते हैं, सो दैट दे कैन बाय थिंग्स एट अ वेरी चीपर रेट. ओके, नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग. से फॉर एग्जांपल, इट इज क्वाइट popular that KFC is basically known for non-veg, right? They are basically known for non-veg, and KFC is very popular in the countries where you will see more number of people eating non-veg. But in India, it doesn't have very high acceptance because here our entire family is divided into generations, and every generation has their own taste. I mean, Dada Dadis will never eat non-veg. Mummy Papa mein se papas will eat non-veg, and mummy still takes care of the religious part. And now kids have started eating non-veg. So whenever we go to any restaurant, we basically want veg and non-veg both. KFC does not offer you very wide variety of veg, and even if they offer, it's not that great or tasty, like probably McD, right? So, Priyansh, it probably did, KFC did very well in other countries, but it is not able to do that great in India. Why? Because they cannot be flexible, Rudraksh. They cannot be flexible. So, chain stores cannot change according to the requirement of local market. लोकल मार्केट के रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से वो अपने आप को चेंज नहीं कर सकते. चेन स्टोर्स में कैसा होता है, उनके पास उनका एक स्पेसिफिक मेन्यू होता है, उनके पास उनका एक स्पेसिफिक काम करने का तरीका होता है. वो लोग हमेशा किसी भी जगह पे अगर काम करते हैं तो वो लोग उसी लिमिटेड तरीके से काम करते हैं, उनके वो लिमिटेड जोड़ना में काम करते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है कि जो तरीका एक कंट्री में सक्सेसफुल हुआ वो बाकी के कंट्रीज में भी सक्सेसफुल हो. एक पर्टिकुलर तरीका से फॉर एग्जांपल यूएस में काफी हिट रहा, पर बाकी के कंट्रीज में वो तरीका हिट ना भी हो सकता है. राइट. सो अर्जुन, ऐसी सिचुएशन में आप क्या करोगे? Do these chain stores have autonomy to change their strategy, change their policy, change their way of working according to the requirement of the market? No, they don't have that liberty. They do not have that autonomy. So it might not do well at all the places. Why? Because they do not have freedom of operations. No freedom of operations. समझ में आया? बिल्कुल समझ में आ रहा है. Another major problem that these people face is no personal touch. No personal touch. Then no bad debts. Because they will not offer you anything in credit. Everything is done on cash basis. Another children from the managerial point of view or administrative point of view, which we discuss, कि the ones who basically manage these stores, who manages it? It is managed by the manager. It is managed by the manager. Now, manager will never have sense of belongingness for the store. So there is always lack of initiative, lack of initiative. See, I am the owner of the IP, right? I run the IP. So probably what I might feel for you people might not be felt by the faculties who are working here. They might be very dedicated, they might be very sincere, they might probably be a better teacher than me. But probably what I might feel for my students, that I cannot feel because I have that sense of belongingness. So this is always a problem in a chain store or a multiple store employees. That they do not have a higher hierarchy to grow. Maximum is the manager. There is only a store manager. So probably if you've been hired as a supervisor, you will go to inspector. From inspector, you will go to a assistant manager and maximum manager. There is nothing else you can look upon. Are you getting me? समझ में आया? So there is a lack of initiative. So children, with this, I am sure you people have understood. This includes the features, advantages, and disadvantages. Advantage. No personal touch. Very good. Disadvantage. No freedom of operation. Chain store cannot change according to the requirement of the local market. Disadvantage. They operate at very large scale. Advantage. So that they can exercise the economies of scale. All stores will have same interior, same. तो ये सिर्फ feature है. Right? All the management related decisions are taken by the headquarters. ये भी सिर्फ feature है. Operate in more than one country. This is also a feature. And this is also a understood children? Sure? Clear हो रहा है? Now children, let us try to understand what a consumer cooperative society. Children, you have come across the word consumer cooperative society? Yes. What is a consumer cooperative society? It is a cooperative society which basically runs to eliminate the role of the intermediaries and provide goods and services at a lower cost to the consumers. So what is the main objective of consumer cooperative society? Helping the consumers. किसके लिए बना है? Consumers के लिए. किसको हुआ the members of consumer cooperative society? Consumers. They have together. You know cooperative society, right? Everybody remembers chapter 2, cooperative society? Everybody remembers it very well? Sure? Okay. So ये एक ऐसी सोसाइटी है, एक ऐसा फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस ओनरशिप है जहां पे लोग इकट्ठा होते हैं और होलसेलर्स का जो रोल है उसको कंप्लीटली एलिमिनेट कर देते हैं, डायरेक्टली प्रोड्यूसर से गुड्स खरीदते हैं और कंज्यूमर को सस्ते में बेचते हैं. तो बेसिकली जो कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज हैं वो अपने खुद के सुपरमार्केट्स चलाती हैं. कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी का एक बहुत बढ़िया एग्जांपल है अपना बाजार. यहाँ पे तो खैर आपको इतना देखने को नहीं मिलता है, पर बड़े बड़े शहरों में कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज बहुत चलते हैं. अपना बाजार अगर आप गूगल करोगे तो आपको मिलेगा. ठीक है. सुभिक्षा करके एक था, दैट वाज आल्सो कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी. दैट वाज आल्सो consumer cooperative society. Now these consumer cooperative societies run a general store. They will probably run a departmental stores, right? And these departmental stores are comparatively smaller in size. They are not as large as supermarkets. They are not as large as supermarkets. They are comparatively smaller in size, but they are run by the consumers. They purchase from directly producers. They purchase directly from the producers and try to eliminate the role of the wholesalers. Now, children, to form a consumer cooperative society, you need at least 10 people. How many? Minimum 10 people to form consumer cooperative society, formed by consumers. It is formed by whom, children? Consumers. इसको कौन फॉर्म करता है? Consumers. What is the objective? Why do they form it? To sell goods at reasonable rate by buying in bulk directly from the producers on are distributed, very important point, as bonus to the members or used for welfare of the society or used for the welfare of the society. Marketing cooperative society, children, helps in marketing. I'll give you an example of Amul. They basically help the small producers to sell their goods. They help in taking the goods to the final consumer. And sometimes they also open stores. How is Amul helping the milkmaids of Sabarkantha and Banaskantha district people? They are directly buying from them and helping them to sell it. Here what consumer cooperative society people are doing is, consumer cooperative people are buying the goods from the producer and they are opening their own stores and selling at a lower price, much lower price than the general store or a departmental store, and helping to eliminate the role of the intermediary. Consumer cooperative societies had a great demand, children, long time back. अभी आपको इतनी कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी देखने को नहीं मिलेगी क्योंकि इसका अभी स्कोप ही नहीं है, बिकॉज ऑफ ऑनलाइन बाइंग. ग्रोफर्स इतने सस्ते में बेच रहा है, घर पे बैठे बैठे तुम्हें मिल जाएगा सब कुछ एट अ लोअर प्राइस देन द एमआरपी. आप डी मार्ट में चले जाओ, आप बिग बाजार चले जाओ, अभी आपको एज इट इज चीजें सस्ते में मिलती है. अभी कंज्यूमर के साथ किसी भी तरह का एक्सप्लॉयटेशन नहीं हो रहा है, पर पहले बहुत होता था. तो पहले ये सारी चीजों की बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड थी, अभी नहीं है. अभी आपको कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी कहीं नहीं देखने को मिलेगी. तो बड़े बड़े शहरों में जाओगे तो कुछ इक्कल दुक्कल देखने को मिलेगा तो मिलेगा, अदरवाइज नहीं मिलेगा. बहुत सारे कंज्यूमर कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी बंद हो गए हैं. कंफ्यूजन जो था वो दूर हुआ मार्केटिंग का और कंज्यूमर का. Okay, so how do they operate? They operate democratically. Children, we are doing repetition, huh? Democratic operations. Voluntary association. Lack of initiative. Lack of initiative. Why lack of initiative? Because generally this consumer cooperative society is run by the members. It is run by the members. No profit objective. No profit objective. इनका profit making objective नहीं होता है. They remain small in size. They remain small in size. वो जनरली बड़ी नहीं हो पाती है. No professional management. कोई प्रोफेशनल मैनेजमेंट नहीं होता क्योंकि कौन चला रहा है? कंज्यूमर्स ही चला रहे हैं. इनके पास पैसे होंगे सीए को एमबीए को देने के लिए, मार्केटिंग करने के लिए, फाइनेंस करने के लिए, बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स मेंटेन करने के लिए. तो जितने भी लोग ये चीज चला रहे हैं वो लोग ही अपने आप अपना काम कर रहे हैं. समझ में आया? दे रिमेन स्मॉल इन साइज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ शॉर्टेज ऑफ फंड्स. No bad debts. So children, these are your cooperative societies. Alright children?